Our next guest is from Hungary and the Hungarian nationalist party Miha Sank, which was founded in 2018 and has had enormous success during the last election this spring, where they reached 6%, and therefore now sitting in the Hungarian parliament right now. Our guest is the founder of the party and is also the current party leader of Miha Sank. He is the former mayor of a village close to the border to Serbia, and he's a sitting member of the parliament. Please give a warm applause to László Toroczkai.
My dear Swedish friends, I am glad that a brotherly relationship has finally been established between a Hungarian and a Swedish party, since we welcomed the Alternative for Svédországi delegation in the Hungarian parliament in Budapest, and now the Miha Sank, in English, our homeland movement's delegation was able to come to Sweden as a guest of Alternative for Svédországi. Although I am here for the first time in Sweden, I have always been interested in your beautiful country and culture. The population of Hungary and Sweden is very similar, 10 million people. But the territory of your country is larger than ours, since we lost large areas of the historical kingdom of Hungary in the First and Second World Wars. In those wars, which caused a lot of damage to Europe, many Europeans died senselessly, and tens of millions of Europeans are missing from our continent. In their place, people from other continents have been brought to Europe for decades now. And while we Europeans were killing each other, Europe lost its leading role in the world. However, it was European ships which discovered the world, not African ships. The culture of Europeans had the greatest impact on the world. But for the last 100 years, Europe has been continuously destroyed. Let's not allow NATO or anyone else to drag us into another world war. After the wars of the 20th century, Europe has now been made a colony in the form of the European Union. Meanwhile, insane, self-destructive, liberal ideas were imposed on the European people. At first, they said that everything that is foreign is beautiful. Only things belonging to us are ugly. After they told us to accept everyone and be ashamed of ourselves for being European people. They told us to welcome those migrants with flowers who break into our country, who come across our borders illegally, who break into our houses and rape our daughters and women. Those migrants who set our cars to fire and do not respect our culture. Those who want to destroy us in our own country. Then the same insane, self-destructive liberal politicians and their rulers, the global corporations, said that it is normal for two men or two women to want to get married and have children. No, this is not normal. Normal is when a man and a woman get married and have a child according to the laws of the nature. This was decided not by law or politics, but by God and biology. The goal is always to weaken the institution of nation and family, so that there are as few of us as possible, so that there wouldn't be enough European children born, so that we give up our identity, because this way our population can be replaced with migrants, a mixed population without an identity. Global corporations, the World Economic Forum, and the immoral politicians in their hands want the same thing: an egoistic, faceless, ruthless consumer instead of a patriot proud of his country, his roots, and his people. My dear Swedish friends, let's fight against them. Be proud of this wonderful country, your beautiful people, and your fantastic culture. Be proud Swedes. Var stolta svenskar. For us, our own European culture is the most beautiful and the most important. If a black African can be proud to be a black African, why can't we, white Europeans, be proud to be white Europeans? Is this extreme? You can worry about the extinction of white sharks, but not about the extinction of white people. We are proud Europeans. We are proud white people. I can see in Sweden, I know the Swedish people. You are very, very good people, kind-hearted, hospitable, noble-minded. However, this is exactly what our enemy takes advantage of, and while they claim to be human, you are actually allowing evil into your houses and homelands. They use our culture, they use that we are good people. But this is not human, it is conquest. And we should fight against this. You are the descendants of the wonderful and powerful Vikings who once conquered half the world. Be proud of this. And take out your swords again and show the direction to millions of migrants to leave Sweden and go home. Take back your own country. The time has come for us, European people, as I say, the people of the Northern civilization, to find each other and unite. The enemy that destroyed Europe and turned it into a colony is always internationalist, always globalist. We can't win against them alone, only if we join together. Instead of the colonial empire called the European Union, a federation of independent European nation states is needed. In 2015, the small town of Stockholmban, when I was the mayor in Hungary, became the epicenter of migration to Europe, including Sweden. My small town is located on the border of Hungary and Serbia. This border is also the border of the European Union. We were invaded. Hundreds of thousands of migrants came across the border illegally, trampled our laws and broke into our farms and houses. Most of these migrants wanted to go to Germany and Sweden. The border was completely open, there were no border guards, no police, and we received no help from the EU. Then I decided to fight against these invaders, even if we were totally alone. I started to employ armed field police, and we started to protect the border ourselves. We were able to buy our first SUV with donations from the followers of my page, which has since been deleted by Facebook. Even French patriots send us money. But we received nothing from Brussels. I then suggested that the Hungarian government should build a fence on the border. Fortunately, the Hungarian government complied with my idea and request and built the 175-kilometer long border fence, which has been protecting the border, Hungary, and all of Europe ever since. In recent years, we have caught tens of thousands of illegal migrants, mainly heading to Germany and Sweden, in your country, and we catch them in our forests and take them to the other side of the fence. Now I am asking in the parliament that we should not send them back to Serbia, but at least as far as Rwanda. But my European friends, the invasion has not stopped. It will continue until we stop it together. No one else will protect your country. No one else will protect Sweden, Hungary, and the whole of Europe but us. I wish our Swedish Fraternal Party to get into the parliament, as we have already managed to do this year. For us, the next goal is to govern our country after the next election. We wish the same for the alternative for Sverige. Lead and govern your country. A very difficult time is ahead for all of Europe and the whole world. A very serious economic and political crisis is coming. We need to get stronger now so that we can lead our people out of the crisis. And then we will take back our country and Europe together. You need to persist. Never give up the fight. Never give up your country. Long live the wonderful Sweden and the beautiful Swedish people. Long live Europe. Long live the Nordic civilization. Thank you very much.